Hi, it's Edward from the Columbia Treatment Center here to give you an overview of the DOT's return to duty process before I break it down step by step in future videos. The FMCSA divides this process into 6 steps, so that's the template that we will be using for this and all future videos. If you are not a CDL holder and not under the FMCSA, this is still the correct process to get back to work. However, you will not need to interact with the FMCSA clearinghouse, as that is for CDL holders only. The first thing that everyone will need to do is locate a substance abuse professional. This is someone who is both licensed and qualified to do these special DOT evaluations. Once you have gone ahead and found one, schedule an evaluation, at which point the CDL holders amongst you will need to move on to step 1, logging into the clearinghouse and sending a request for them to be designated as your SAP. And step 2, when the counselor accepts the request, at which point they will be permanently assigned to your case in the clearinghouse. Now for everybody meeting back together for step 3, you will need to have an evaluation with this counselor, during which time they will create your treatment plan. Your treatment plan will always have some form of treatment, but the duration and intensity can vary greatly from person to person and case to case, so that's the purpose of this meeting. Once you have completed any recommendation for treatment, you will meet up with your SAP for step 4, which is the follow-up evaluation. This ensures that everything was completed properly, as well as is used to create your completion documentation and follow-up testing plan, which will be provided to your employer or any future employers. Step 5 is the return to duty test. This is a DOT test, very much like a random or a pre-employment. Your employer will send you for this, and once the negative results are received, you are eligible to go back to work without any further restrictions on whatever safety-sensitive duties you are performing. Step 6 is to be done while you are back at work, and that is the follow-up testing plan I mentioned earlier in step 4. This is just additional tests that the DOT requires you to take based on the situation and should be treated just like DOT randoms. That's all that there is to this process. If you did have any questions or wanted to get scheduled for an evaluation, you can reach Columbia Treatment Center at 410-730-1333 and ask for Edward. And otherwise, I will see you for our next video where I break down step 1, designating your SAP.